something popped up, but like I said, the Lord is just not going to hand us over the kingdom without us going through something first.
The Lord was a Frenchman.
Huh?
The Lord was a Frenchman. Normally French.
No.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Lord was Hebrew. The Lord was Hebrew. He was a Hebrew Israelite. No.
Read your history.
No. Let me get this real quick.
Oh, I don't get that.
Oh yeah, whatever, you fucking devil. Get out of here, you devil. Fucking devil's gonna say, oh, the Lord was a Frenchman for Norman Germany. This so-called white people gotta go, man. Fucking devil's gotta fucking go, man. Gonna insult the Lord like that. He was a Hebrew Israelite from the tribe of Judah. He was a Hebrew Israelite. Not no fucking Frenchman. Fuck is this devil talking about? Let me get that real quick. Fucking insult the Most High, insult the Lord like that. Know your history. These fucking devils are something else, man. Unbelievable. The Lord was a Hebrew Israelite from the tribe of Judah. He came out of the line of King David. He came out of the line of King David, which he was Solomon, you know what I mean, back then. But he came through that line of King David, which makes him a Hebrew Israelite. Not no goddamn Edomite. Fucking devil. I'm a Frenchman. Lord was a so-called black man. You know what I mean? He wasn't no goddamn Edomite. From the tribe of Judah. So it says here in the book of Matthew, let me just cut this devil, what this devil said real quick. It says in the book of Matthew, chapter 1, verse 1. And it says, the book of the generations of Yahushai, the son of David and the son of Abraham. You know what I mean? The son of David and the son of Abraham. Verse 2, Abraham begot Isaac, and Isaac begot Jacob, and Jacob begot Judas and his brethren, Judas and his brethren, which means Judah, which means Judah, that's his line, that's where he came out of, the tribe of Judah, not no fucking Edomite, So this fucking devil's something. These fucking devils are something else, and they gotta go. At the end of the day, these fucking demons gotta fucking go. Fucking that fucking madness. But yeah, America's gonna be destroyed by thermonuclear destruction. It's only a matter of time. You know what I mean? So these missiles are gonna fly, baby. They're gonna fly from one end of the earth onto the other. From the east to the west. Which America is located in the west, the western hemisphere, So these fucking, America's about to get ready to be destroyed. It's about damn time, We just, we sick and tired, we sick and tired of this fucking place. We want to get the fuck out of here, We don't want to be in this fucking bullshit. At the end of the day, we don't want to be here no more. We're getting tired. So let me just get that real quick. It says, Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 1. Thus saith the Lord, behold, I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them, that raise up against me a destroying wind. You know, what is that destroying wind? You know, them thermonuclear missiles. You know what I mean? That thermonuclear missile, those thermonuclear missiles that are coming here. You know, that's that destroying wind. You know, that's not the destroying wind that the Most High is going to send. You know, to destroy Babylon. You know, so them thermonuclear missiles. You know, those are the instruments that the Most High is going to use to destroy this place. You know, that destroying wind is talking about that radiation. You know what I mean? That nuclear radiation that sweeps across, you know, the land like a wind. You know, when a wind blows, it sweeps across. You know, it sweeps across. That's what it's talking about. That destroying wind, that nuclear radiation. You know, that explosion where it hits. You know, that destroying wind. You know, that radiation. So I'm gonna continue on. Verse 2. And I will send unto Babylon fanners that shall fan her, and shall empty her land. For in the day of trouble they shall be against her round about. You know, they should be against her round about. You know, who is that talking about? You know, these other nations. You know, they should be against her round about. You know, they should be against her. Be against, you know, Babylon, you know, which is America. You know, you already got these other nations against Babylon already. It's coming up against Babylon already. You know, that's what it's talking about. You know, these other nations, they ready, man. All these other nations, in particular Iran, you know, actually Russia, you know, they all got their missiles, you know, aimed at America, you know, aimed at every major city, you know, in America. You know, they got their weapons, you know, aimed at this spot here. You know, so they're getting ready to destroy this place. You know? America's getting ready to be destroyed by thermonuclear destruction. You know, with you so-called white people in it, and these other nations that had a part in that slavery in it. You know, and 2/3 of our nation, and 2/3 of our people. They're going to get destroyed in that thermonuclear destruction. You know, they're going to be destroyed. You know? So, I'm going to read on. Verse 3. Against him that bendeth, let the archer bend his bow. And against him that lifteth himself up in the brightness, in the Buglain, and the spread ye not her young, and spare ye not her young men, destroy ye utter all her host. You know, and nobody's gonna be spared. You know, it says spare ye not her young men. You know, when these missiles get ready to be shot. You know, from one end of the earth onto the other, you know, these other nations. Nobody here, nobody that's on the soil is going to be spared, you know. Nobody that's in America is going to be spared, you know. It's just going to destroy utterly everything in its fucking path, you know. Utterly everything in its path, you know. A nuclear missile ain't going to care if you're a baby, if you're an infant, you know. Or if you're a mother, or if you're a father, or who you are, you know. If you're left on this land, once them nuclears come flying over here, you're going to get destroyed. Thus saith the Lord, you're going to be destroyed. You know? You're going to get destroyed by that thermonuclear missile. You know, and there's going to be no escape. So, you know what I mean? So, when that time comes, you know, that time is coming. You know? Yeah.
You like a slice of pizza?
No, it's okay. I'm good.
You got a whole box?
No, I'm okay. I'm good. Is that pepperoni on that?
Yeah.
No, I'm good.
Sure?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah.
Take it off, I do.
No, it's good. It's good. You know. So,
Take it off.
no. Need a might have, you know, offer me a slice of pizza. I'm good. you know, other than that, you know, the missiles are gonna be launched over here, you know. So the missiles, you know, they're not gonna care, you know. Once the missiles come flying, that's it, you know. America's utterly gonna be destroyed. But before that happens, you know, you're gonna have great calamity that's gonna happen here, you know what I mean, before America gets destroyed, you know. That martial law, you know, you're gonna have that concentration camps. More importantly, you know, the RFID microchip has to come to pass, you know what I mean? That RFID microchip has to come to pass, you know. You know, where this devil, you know, is gonna force everybody to try to take that chip, you know. That chip is the next step, you know, it's the next prophecy, you know, it's the next step, you know, along with, you know, what you got World War III and all these other, you know, major prophecies. But other than that, you know, you got that RFID microchip that needs to come to pass, you know. When they make that RFID chip mandatory to take, you know. The RFID chip is going to be mandatory, you know. So we got that, you know, that's next, you know. And it's going to be implemented to another, to a major terrorist attack after that next attack, you know. That's when that chip is going to be implemented, you know, after the next attack, you know. But, you know, you got that needs to also come to pass. But let me get that real quick, though. In the book of Revelations. All right, the book of Revelations, chapter 12, verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bonds, to receive a mark in their right hands or in their foreheads, and that no man shall buy or sell to save that he had the mark, or the name of his beast, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. You know, verse 18. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. You know, which is that RFID, that going back to that barcode, that scanner. You know what I mean? Which is that chip, which is going to be placed in that chip. You know, at the end of the day, that's that barcode. But you know, they want to place it. You know, they want to place it within that chip. You know. So when you scan, you know, when that scan is going, it's scanning right through your skin, you know, within that skin, within that chip, you know. That word, you know, that word in the Greek, which is, you know, in its right hand is charagma, which means to be inserted, you know, which is something that's inserted. And we see that going on now, you know. You could type on YouTube and type in the RFID microchip, and you could clearly see people are taking that chip, you know. People already got that chip in their hand, you know, at the end of the day. Still got people, you know, people are still getting that chip, you know. But this time they wanna put it, you know, they wanna have it, you know, they put it in different places, but normally, you know, where the body is most, the heat of the body, you know, where the heat is more concentrated, it's in the right hand or the forehead, you know. So you already see people already taking that chip as it is now, you know, with different of these companies, you know, these Fortune 500 companies, you know, these employees that work for these companies already got that chip in their hand, you know. They already got that microchip, you know, embedded in their hand already, but it hasn't been mass produced yet, you know. They want to mass produce it, you know, and they're gonna do it through another major terrorist attack, you know. That's how they're gonna mass produce. That's how they're gonna mass produce it. You know, they're gonna mass produce it through another terrorist attack, you know, which is gonna happen, you know. It could happen at any moment now, you know. You could wake up one morning, you know, all hell break loose, you know. Find out that your phone ain't working. You won't be able to start your car, you know. You won't be able to turn on your TV, you know. Turn on your computer, you know, or turn on the water in your house, you know. So, you know, this could happen at any moment, you know. But, you know, that's why we're out here to warn you that these upcoming events is going to happen, you know. It's not going to be any food in these grocery stores, you know. It's going to be hunger, famine, you know. And sedition among men. And I'm going to get that real quick. So this is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, verse 5. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. You know? So, you know, before this all pops off, you know, before this, you know, whole thing pops off, the Most High is going to bring that death and that famine, you know, that death and that famine, you know, and that famine is, that's a harsh thing, you know, to be hungry, you know, to not to have any food, you know, that's going to be a harsh thing, you know. So the Most High, he's coming to bring death, famine, and destruction, you know. That famine is no joke, you know, at the end of the day, you know. And how that's going to happen, you know, it could happen through that EMP, you know, more than likely, you know, it's going to happen through an EMP, you know, because ultimately, you know, America's population, you know, the majority of the population, they depend on, you know, trucks bringing in the food, you know, through these tractor trailers, you know. That's how they get their food in these grocery stores, you know. They rely on these tractor trailers. But when you know more, you know what I'm saying, and when that EMP happens, and that fries all the electrical circuits in that truck, you know, that truck ain't gonna be able to move, you know. So without that truck being able to move, it's gonna be impossible to get the food in these grocery stores. And then, you know, and it's no fact that these grocery stores can only hold about a 3-day supply worth of food, you know. They can only hold about a 3-day supply worth of food, you know. Anything after that, you know, they need to replenish. But when that happens, you know what I mean, things are gonna run out very quickly because you're gonna have everybody, you know, all at once, you know, pushing and shoving, you know, and screaming, you know, trying to take whatever, you know, that's in that grocery store, you know what I mean? And that's going to empty that the grocery stores are going to be emptied out real quick, you know? And, you know, without, you know, the refrigeration, you know, without electricity, your food ain't going to be, you know, how you going to preserve your meats, you know, or them chickens, you know? You better cook that shit darn fucking quick and eat that, you know what I mean? Because after that, you know, that's it. Because, you know, there's not going to be any electricity to keep these, you know, your refrigerator from keeping these foods cool, you know. And that's when that famine is going to come. And that's when that sedition among men is going to happen, you know. I'm going to get into that I'm going to get into that in that scripture real quick. You know. So I'm just going to read on. Therefore saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those days, in those things in which they have wickedly exercised themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain unto me, complain continually. And therefore saith the Lord, I will surely avenge them, and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter, and I will not suffer them now to them that dwell in the land of Egypt, which is America. You know, that's where we're dwelling, you know, in the land of Egypt, which is America, you know. So he's not going to suffer us no more to dwell in this land. So verse 11, but I will bring them with a mighty hand, and stretch out my arm, and shall smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy it all the land, and will destroy all the land thereof. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plagues and the punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. You know, and that punishment, you know, like I said, is that famine. You know what I mean? That death and that famine. You know, great hunger is coming to America. You know, and when you got people that are hungry, you know, that are starving, what's going to happen? Murder, killing, rape. You know, because when you got hungry people, you're gonna, you know, you got desperate motherfuckers. You know, that's gonna do whatever it takes to feed their family, because you know they got kids. You know, they got kids. You know, they got kids. They got kids. They gotta feed their families. You know, they hungry. You know, they gotta feed their babies. You know, because if a neighbor knows that his neighbor, if a man knows that his neighbor got food and he doesn't have any food, you know, what he's gonna do, he's gonna go ahead and go over to his neighbor's house, you know what I'm saying, and take his food and take what he got. Maybe take his wife, you know, at that, you know. He's gonna spoil his neighbor, you know. He's gonna go over there and kill his neighbor for that food, you know, in order to feed his family. So let me continue on. Verse 13. They that till the ground shall mourn, for the seeds shall fall through, and the blasting and hail, and with a fearful consolation. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hand. You see? And swords in their hand. You know, one people shall stand up to fight against another with swords in their hand. You know? Which the modern day sword is the gun. You know what I mean? It's these guns. And you know, which is that gun, you know, with swords in their hand, you know. So they're gonna have swords in their hand, and they're gonna be ready to fight, you know. And they're gonna be able to do whatever means necessary, you know, to obtain the resources that they need, you know. So I'm gonna read on. Verse 16, for there shall be sedition among men, and evading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princesses, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. You know, They're not gonna care for these presidents. You know what I mean? They're not gonna care about these, you know, these governors or these presidents or these senators that are sitting up in Capitol Hill. You know what I mean? Or in the White House, or any other of these state buildings. You know, that they dwell in. You know what I mean? They're not gonna regard them. You know. Meaning that they're not going to take orders, you know what I'm saying, from these presidents, you know, these chiefs, these sheriffs or whatever, or you got the chief, the chief police departments, you know what I mean? They're not going to care, you know? They're not going to take orders from them. They're going to be the targets, you know what I mean? They're going to be the main targets out here that these people go after, you know? All right, you too. You know, they're gonna be the main people that's gonna come after. That they're gonna come after. You know, that's what it means that they should not regard their kings nor princesses in the course of their actions, so stand in their power. You know, in other words, they're gonna take matters into their own hands. You know, they're not gonna care. You know, they're just gonna take out anything that gets in their way. You know. That's pursuant to the book of that, to the movie, The Book of Eli, you know, and to that movie, The Road. You know, what did you have in the movie, The Road? You know, yeah, motherfuckers just killing and taking whatever they need at will. You know what I mean? They didn't care how they were gonna obtain it, just as long as they're going. This is as long as they obtain it. You know, in order to feed their families. You know. That's what's going to take place in this country, you know, in this land, America, aka Babylon, Babylon the Great, you know. That's what's going to happen, you know. They're not going to regard their kings nor princesses, you know, of course, their actions will stand in their power, you know. So, at the end of the day, America it's going to be some dark days coming to America, you know. Future ain't looking too great, you know what I mean? But those that are out there that's trying to get their college education, you know what I mean? Or get their master's degree, or their bachelor's degree, or their PhD, whatever degree that you're trying to get, you know what I mean? It's a waste of damn time. You know, you're wasting your fucking time. You know? Might as well just fucking put a bullet in your head and call it a day, you know what I mean? You know, all that's gonna fucking happen. You're just gonna accumulate, you know, a lot of debt, you know, that you're not gonna be able to afford to pay back. And another thing, there's no fucking jobs. You know what I mean? There's no fucking jobs to get in that field that you're applying for. You know, that you're studying for. You know what I mean? You got a long way to go. You know what I mean? You gotta stand in a long ass fucking line, you know, waiting your turn. You know? And you ain't gonna get that job that you needed, you know? You ain't gonna be able to attain that job, you know? Because you gotta surpass a lot of people, you know what I mean, to get that position, you know, get that job. That ain't gonna happen. Because the scripture says that the grinders shall cease and there be few, you know? Grinders are going to cease and they should be few because they are few, you know. So, you know, you got a long way to go, you know. So to obtain those resources. But I'm gonna read on though.